Nothing happens without a reason. The movement of the universe is not random. It follows a pattern, a structure. Everything has a rhythm, a beat, a deeper logic that isn't seen by those who only live on the surface. July 5 is not just another square on the calendar. It's part of something bigger, a signal, not an accident. When you feel something stir inside you as that date nears, you're not making it up, you're sensing it. You're picking up on something that's already in motion, even if it hasn't fully arrived yet. Many people wait for signs, but miss the patterns. They seek answers, but overlook the structure that's been speaking the entire time. Storms don't suddenly appear. The wind always shifts first. The sun doesn't rise without the night first, deepening. There's always a hint, a quiet warning, a nudge. July 5th is that nudge. The universe doesn't shout through loud words. It speaks through moments, through timing. When you notice dates that keep popping up, or feel emotional tides that don't match what's going on around you, or sense pressure building inside, that's more than a mood, it's movement. July 5 isn't powerful because of myth or superstition. It's meaningful because something is lining up. That alignment might bring chaos or growth. The direction depends on you. Most people won't notice it. They're too busy, too noisy inside, too disconnected. So when change arrives, they're caught off guard, shaken and confused. But the ones who are awake, who pause before speaking, who look before reacting, they feel the shift before it appears. That's why readiness starts with stillness. You must learn to sense the quiet intensity of life's deeper turns. July 5 isn't gonna come knocking on your front door. It won't introduce itself with bright lights or loud noises. But your thoughts, your body, your feelings, they will start to stir. You'll sense something off, something unusual, though you may not have words to describe it. That's your invitation. Look within. See what's bubbling to the surface. The deeper you go inside yourself, the clearer July 5 will become. The mistake most people make is waiting for proof. They want someone else to tell them it's real before they take it seriously. They want headlines, media attention, collective agreement. But truth doesn't need a stamp of approval. The shift connected to July 5 is happening whether you see it or not, whether you believe it or not. It's not waiting for your permission. It's already here. The real question isn't if energy is changing. It's whether you will move with it or fight against it and feel the cost. If something deep inside tells you a big moment is coming, trust it. That inner feeling isn't random. It's your link to the quiet flow of life. Don't shrug it off. Don't try to explain it away with logic. The mind is helpful, but the heart picks up on what the brain can't measure. July 5th might look like a regular day to others, but if you've been paying attention to your dreams, emotions, repeating thoughts, you'll understand that it's different. Before every transformation, there is a moment when the old starts to fall apart. That can show up as tiredness, confusion, even hopelessness. But it's not the end. It's clearing space. The system is adjusting. July 5 is when the signal gets clearer. The energy that's been humming beneath the surface starts to rise. Whether that energy brings harmony or disorder depends on how in line you are with your truth, your path, and your everyday choices. Some people will wake up that day and sense a difference. They may not know why, but they'll act differently. They'll finally decide what they've been putting off. They'll let go of what's been holding them back. Others won't notice a thing. They'll carry on as usual and then wonder why things start falling apart later. The universe doesn't punish, it restores balance. July 5 is part of that rebalancing. Your job is to pay attention. If you're not watching yourself, not being honest with yourself, you'll miss it. The sign will come and go. But when you live with presence, with quiet discipline, you start to notice the subtle pushes. The universe doesn't scream. It taps you. July 5th is a strong tap, a shift that needs you to be steady. You prepare not by doing extra, but by becoming more calm. You simplify, you reflect, you bring your words, actions, and thoughts into alignment. If you become more calm, you simplify, you reflect, you bring your words, actions, and thoughts into alignment. You stop waiting for someone else to tell you it's time. You move from your own clarity. July 5 is like a window, a moment when a door opens. If you're ready, you can step through. If you're not, it will close, and what follows might be confusion or regret. But if you're prepared, what you gain won't be money or things. It will be inner strength. Let that day remind you of a basic truth. Life moves in patterns. You're either flowing with it or struggling against it. Watch the cycles. Notice the timing. Trust the change. So get ready for July 5. Start with stillness. Not plans, not stress, not noise, but quiet. If your mind is busy, your preparation will be shaky. If your heart is weighed down, no decision will feel right. The shift that happens won't be visible at first. It will start in the unseen. So your preparation also must begin in the unseen, within you. People often think preparing means doing more, but really it means becoming clearer, lighter, and more present. Most are too distracted to notice what's truly unfolding. They're always reaching, fixing, rushing. But clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes when the noise fades. July 5 doesn't want panic. It wants pause. It doesn't need action. It needs reflection. When something big is on the way, wise people don't run around. They go quiet. They notice. They steady themselves. Because only the grounded ones will remain calm when the energy changes. If you're not still before July 5, then the incoming energy might throw you into panic, confusion, or impulsiveness. But if you're balanced, steady, calm, you'll move with it, not against it. You'll feel a strange peace. You won't be overwhelmed. You can't take in what you're not open to. You can't understand what you don't stop to feel. That's why July 5 will feel completely different depending on your inner state. To some it may seem like chaos. To others it may feel like a breakthrough. The date is the same. The difference lies in the readiness. And readiness starts in silence. Ask yourself, how often do you sit quietly without reaching for a distraction? How often do you really listen without needing to reply? How often do you let yourself truly feel before trying to escape it? July will reveal the truth inside you, where you're strong and where you're not. That's not to hurt you, it's to wake you up. If you can't sit with your thoughts, you won't handle the pressure of the shift. If you always need noise or stimulation, you'll miss the quiet message, and July will pass by like any other day. Yet you'll feel something off deep down. That's how many people live. Half alert, half present. And they suffer when life changes because they didn't see it coming. Stillness isn't laziness. It's the highest form of strength. To sit still, breathe deeply, observe without reacting. That's power. And that's what July 5 will require. Because when the energy changes, your feelings may get loud. Anger, fear, doubt. But if you're rooted, you won't be controlled by those waves. You let them pass, then make your next move from clarity. Without inner stillness, you're just reacting to everything. You're being moved by life instead of moving with purpose. But when you're still inside, you begin to notice the space between your thoughts and your actions. In that space is your freedom. That's what July 5 is offering. A deeper freedom. If you can recognize it, now is the moment to simplify. Stop chasing so many things. Lower the volume of your life. Spend less time escaping and more time meeting yourself. Write. Sit in quiet. Walk alone without distractions. Notice your breath. These aren't luxuries. They're the tools you need for the shift ahead. July 5 will benefit those who have chosen calm, not those who are loud or busy, but those who are steady, quiet, observant. You don't need to figure out everything that's coming. You just need to be open to receive it without pushing it away. Resistance is rooted in fear. Fear is born from confusion, and confusion grows from noise. So clear the noise, inside and out. The more quiet your life becomes, the louder your deeper voice will speak. That voice, your intuition, will guide you through July 5. Some are waiting for the perfect time to start. They want a clear signal, a sure path, a promise. But the time is already here. The universe doesn't send out official notices. It sends waves of energy. July 5 is one of those waves. Will you tune in? Or you might miss it. Tuning in doesn't mean overthinking. It means being truly present with what is happening right now, without judgment. Take a look around your life. Where do you feel tension? Where is the stress? Where is the resistance? These are not signs of weakness, they are signs of friction. And friction always comes before movement. Don't run from it. Get curious about it. Breathe into it. Let it reveal to you what needs your attention before July 5. Because what you avoid now will only grow stronger in time. And when the shift arrives, it will bring the truth to the surface. So you get ready by being honest, by being still, by making space in your day for calm, for thought, for observing yourself. There's no other way. You can't prepare on the outside for what's coming if you're not ready on the inside first. July 5 isn't going to reward how much you've done. It will reward how aware you are. Sit in silence. Pay attention. Something has already begun to shift, not outside of you, but inside. You'll feel it when you stop running. This change isn't coming to harm you. It's here to show you where you really are and how far you're willing to grow. Don't waste this opportunity. Get yourself ready, not with more doing, but with more presence. There are points in life where you must decide, not because someone is pressuring you, but because the energy no longer allows you to stay in limbo. July 5 is one of those turning points. So you either release or you get dragged. The energy of the world is changing. You can sense it in your feelings, in your relationships, in your physical body. Things are shaking, not to break you, but to wake you. If you cling to what no longer supports your growth, the shift will pull you into discomfort. If you let go, you rise with the new current. Letting go isn't a defeat, it's a realignment. It's recognizing that life keeps moving ahead. People, routines, beliefs, everything that has expired will feel heavier around July 5. That weight isn't punishment. It's a sign. A reminder that not everything is meant to last forever. Some things are meant to be chapters, not the whole story. Stop idolizing the struggle. Stop mistaking attachment for loyalty. Letting go is not giving up. It's setting yourself free so you're ready for what's ahead. On July 5, many will feel like something is falling apart, a role, a connection, an old version of who they were. But this isn't destruction, it's release. The universe won't let you keep carrying what no longer belongs on your path. If you don't let it go willingly, life will take it from you. This is how balance returns. It's not cruel, it's a correction. When something falls apart, ask yourself, what was I afraid to let go of? Letting go isn't a feeling, it's a decision. It's choosing to stop feeding what drains you, choosing to walk away from the door that always leads to hurt, choosing not to wait for someone else to give you permission to fully live. On July 5, that choice will be needed. You might not even realize how tightly you've been holding on until things begin to fall away. That moment will open your eyes. Don't resist it. Use it. Growth requires space, and space only comes when the old is cleared out. The mind will try to tell you that letting go is loss. But take a closer look. If it was truly meant for you, you wouldn't have to hold it so tightly. If it brought peace, you wouldn't feel so drained. What you're holding might be familiar, but familiar doesn't always mean right. July 5 is a test of your ability to choose truth over comfort. When the urge to control hits, pause. When fear rises, breathe. When something starts to slip away, allow it. If it belongs with you, it will stay. If not, it's meant to move on. This isn't about winning, it's about releasing. Trust that what leaves is clearing the way for something more fitting, something your soul has been asking for, even if your ego can't grasp it yet. Take a real look at your life. What are you still clinging to because of fear? What have you already outgrown yet continue to accept? What patterns repeat because you haven't closed the door? These questions will grow louder around July 5. The energy will push you to answer. If you don't, the same lesson will return, and next time it might hurt even more. Let this be the time you break the pattern. Letting go means facing facts. Accepting that some people aren't meant to stay with you. Some dreams were there to guide you, not to last forever. Some pain was meant to wake you, not to find you. On July 5, the energy will ask you to make room. For some, that will feel like grief. For others, it will feel like freedom. The difference lies in awareness. Don't wait until change is forced upon you. When you let go by choice, it's peaceful. When you hold on too long, it breaks you. July 5 is your moment to choose differently. Let it be the day you align your outer life with your inner truth. Let it be the day you stop settling for what no longer fits. There's no freedom without release, and no true release without trust. Trust that life is unfolding exactly as it needs to. Trust that what you lose was never truly yours. Trust that this isn't punishment, it's preparation. July 5 is a moment to prepare. The space you create by releasing won't stay empty. It will attract what is right for your current energy. But that only happens if you let go of what no longer fits your life. Many say they want change, but hold tight to what's familiar. That's the trap. That's why they stay stuck. July 5 breaks through that illusion. You will clearly see what must be left behind. It's your choice whether you resist or let go. Don't dismiss the signs, the people who drain your energy, the spaces that make you feel small, the habits that steal your time. These are not minor issues. They're blocks to your peace. July will highlight this strongly. Don't call it a breakdown. Call it a breakthrough. Letting go is powerful. It's not weakness. It's the brave choice to believe that better is possible. But better can't come in if you're still clutching the old. Don't wait until the pain becomes unbearable. Choose to release now. When July 5th arrives, let it find you calm, with open hands, a quiet mind, and a steady heart. That's what real preparation looks like. That's how you move with the flow of life, not against it. Release or be dragged. Pain isn't the enemy, it's the signal. It comes to show you what you've ignored, what you've hidden, what needs to be faced. Most people try to run from it, complain about it, or resist it. But pain is not random, especially in moments like this. Around July, pain becomes a guide, a teacher. The shift ahead isn't soft, it's not gentle, it's sharp and real. It doesn't whisper, it pushes. And it pushes exactly where you've avoided the truth. People often think that if they feel pain, something must be wrong. But sometimes, pain is the first sign that something is finally beginning to shift. When a powerful change builds, like the one leading into July 5, it has to move through every layer. Your body, your emotions, your thoughts. That movement creates discomfort. It has to. You can't stay the same and expect things to improve. Pain is a part of that process. What hurts is also what heals. The disappointments, the betrayals, the failures. These aren't just setbacks. They are openings. They tear down false beliefs. They reveal truth. They bring you closer to your core. July 5 will shine a light on the space between how you're living and what your soul truly wants. That truth may sting, but it's needed. It's a mirror that doesn't lie. The more honest you are, the quicker you'll grow. Avoiding pain never solves it. It only delays what needs to be learned. And the longer you delay, the more pressure builds. You think you're protecting yourself, but you're just building walls that trap you. Pain shows you where you're out of alignment. It exposes the lies you've told yourself. It reveals where you've given up your peace to stay in someone else's world. Around July 5, these patterns will rise. And they won't wait patiently, they'll demand attention. This shift will feel hard for those who have stayed silent too long, for those who've ignored small warnings, for those who've been waiting for something to change on its own. But life doesn't work that way. It moves to wake you. Real alignment means you know what you stand for and you live by it, even when it's tough.